Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 90 Wolf. 54
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. On second down, a run with Lindsay. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. Lock to throw on second down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
It's just me and you.
Out of the gun, Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Let's go, boy. Bring it.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Tight go. Tight go. Tight go. X3. 218. Chop.
And that'll set him back 5.
Got it. 26 Mike. Come on. Come on. Single receiver. Single receiver. Hey,
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And that's intercepted. It's Darius Leonard, the 2018 Defensive Rookie of the Year. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react.
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Switch, switch, switch. Hey.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Here's Locke to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Locke. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Mike, 45. Record. Check 45.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on second down. Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Complete to Marlon Mack. He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
Here we go. Mike, 51. Go. Not today, you are. Not today. Go. Hey, watch it. What? Kill. Watch that. Deuce. Squeeze.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, it got his man complete. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 47 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Okay. Check 13.
To throw, Brissett. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett. Complete to Hilton. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Brissett now. Got an open man. That's Campbell. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah. They like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tight end right. 3 down.
End of the air once more. It's Brissett. Throw left side complete. It's Mack. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a third down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer, still did it anyway.
Now a carry from Mack. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check three.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Zach Pascal, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Locke now on first down. Buying time to his left. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Well, they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
You better be afraid of me.
On 2nd and 2, Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's get it. On the ready. 45 to Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it. 40
Here's Brissett. This will be caught just inside the 10. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Throwing on first down is Locke. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 15-1. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving.
Let's go. 18 Gator. 54 Mike. I got it.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. Flush. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Throwing again on second down. Brissett. Over the middle, complete. That's Mack. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Mack. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's going to let this go end zone, and he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Check 52. Check 43. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Watch the safety creep. Switch.
Now Brissett. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a start.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, Two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They go play action with Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant. Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. You got nothing there. Hey. High 7. Hit it.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the linebacker, Mason Foster. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On first down, it's Mack. And some room to run now. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's held.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw it is Locke. And the pressure gets to him again. Justin Houston make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here we go on 4th down with Locke. And that's intercepted. It's Darius Leonard, the 2018 Defensive Rookie of the Year. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Looking to throw on second down. Brissett forced out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, Brissett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mack. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Block working out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing. Brissett. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go.
Now it's Mack, draw play. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Now on 2nd and 13. Brissett nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm going to hit you all.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Looking deep for Hilton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 12. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. Here's Locke. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Locke going to throw. A little check down to Lindsey. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Locke now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He sets to and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to pull a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Check, 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 check. 51 the mic. 5.
Again, it's Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Block now on first down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And now here is another interception. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the Broncos' 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Complete to Hilton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Now a run with Mack. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Let's go now. 3, 10, let's go. 3. You go night-night. Some go night-night.
First down, Brissett. His throw caught at about the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Yeah, 3 goes to Pittsburgh. 43. Check, 43. Target.
They'll run here with Mack. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They come out here in the I. Again, it'll be Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack taking it in. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 24. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lock. He'll get this one to Patrick. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lock now on 1st down. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
60 more. X3. 218. Chop.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Colts' 30-yard line.
Get it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The sack by Marcus Hunt. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Lock. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Well, the Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here.
Shoot.
They'll go for it. It's Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Just wanna be her for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is